Elvis Presley, known as the King of Rock and Roll, passed away on August 16, 1977, at the age of 42. The official cause of death was a heart attack, with contributing factors including drug use and deteriorating health. However, from the moment news of his death broke, conspiracy theories have emerged, suggesting that Elvis faked his death to escape the pressures of fame, live a private life, or even due to threats from organized crime. Elvis's life was marked by intense public scrutiny, a grueling work schedule, and struggles with prescription drug abuse. In the years leading up to his death, friends and family reported that he was in poor health and displayed erratic behavior. Despite the official autopsy confirming heart failure, inconsistencies in witness statements and the events surrounding his death have fueled speculation that Elvis staged his own demise to step away from the spotlight. Welcome to Conspiracy Fox, where we explore the most fascinating and controversial conspiracy theories. Today, we're diving into one of the most enduring legends in pop culture. Did Elvis Presley fake his death? Is the King of Rock and Roll still alive? Or is this just another wild theory? Before we jump into the mystery, remember that this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. We're here to explore these theories critically, not to spread misinformation. If you're curious about hidden stories and secret lives, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more from Conspiracy Fox. The theory. The theory that Elvis Presley faked his death suggests that he staged his demise to escape his chaotic life and overwhelming fame. Here are the main components of this theory. Escape from fame. One of the most popular versions of the theory is that Elvis faked his death to live a peaceful, anonymous life away from the pressures of stardom. This narrative suggests that Elvis, overwhelmed by his fame and exhausted by his lifestyle, decided to disappear and start anew. Proponents of this theory cite alleged sightings of Elvis in various locations around the world as evidence that he is still alive. Connections with organized crime. Another aspect of the theory involves Elvis's supposed connections with organized crime. Some believe that Elvis was targeted by criminal organizations because of his knowledge of illegal activities within the music industry. Fearing for his life, Elvis allegedly faked his death to protect himself and his loved ones. This theory suggests that he entered a witness protection program or assumed a new identity to avoid retribution. Inconsistencies in the official story. Supporters of the theory point to several inconsistencies surrounding Elvis's death and funeral. These include conflicting witness statements about the events of the day, discrepancies in the autopsy report, and claims that the body displayed at Elvis's funeral was not his. For example, some witnesses reported that the casket seemed unusually heavy, and that the body inside appeared to have sweat on its forehead, which would be unusual for a deceased person. Evidence of Elvis's continued presence. Over the years, there have been numerous reported sightings of Elvis in various places, from a Michigan burger joint to a Memphis pool hall. Some enthusiasts even claim that Elvis appeared as an extra in the 1990 movie Home Alone, playing a bearded man in the background. While most of these sightings have been debunked or dismissed as wishful thinking, they continue to fuel the belief that Elvis is alive and well. A staged death for privacy. This version of the theory suggests that Elvis staged his death simply to gain privacy. Tired of being under constant surveillance by the media and his fans, he allegedly orchestrated an elaborate scheme to fake his death, allowing him to live a quieter life. Proponents argue that the intense public mourning and outpouring of grief would have made it impossible for him to ever reveal the truth, even if he had wanted to. Critics of the theory argue that there is no credible evidence to support the idea that Elvis faked his death. They point out that the autopsy results, witness testimonies, and the grieving responses of his family and friends all confirm that Elvis died on August 16, 1977. Additionally, the logistical challenges of faking a death at the height of one's fame, especially for a figure as well known as Elvis, make the theory highly Supporting arguments. Numerous alleged sightings. One of the main arguments in favor of the theory is the number of alleged sightings of Elvis after his supposed death. From appearances in small towns to cameos in movies, These sightings have kept the belief alive that Elvis is still out there, living a quieter life. Inconsistencies and anomalies. Proponents argue that there are several anomalies surrounding the circumstances of Elvis's death and funeral. These include conflicting accounts from those present at Graceland on the day of his death, inconsistencies in the official autopsy report, and the appearance of the body at the funeral, which some claim looked like a wax dummy. Pressure of fame and desire for privacy. The immense pressure of being one of the most famous individuals on the planet may have driven Elvis to seek a way out. The theory suggests that faking his death would have been his only means of escape from a life that had become unbearable due to relentless public scrutiny, health issues, and personal struggles. Suspicious circumstances and media control. Some believe that the circumstances surrounding Elvis's death were too convenient, and that the media was complicit in covering up the truth. They argue that those in power may have helped Elvis disappear, either to protect him or to avoid a public scandal. Elvis's knowledge of organized crime. The theory that Elvis faked his death to escape from threats related to organized crime is supported by claims that he had insider knowledge of illegal activities within the music industry. His disappearance, according to this theory, was necessary to protect his life and the lives of those close to him. Counterarguments. Autopsy and official records. The official autopsy, conducted by reputable medical professionals, confirmed that Elvis died from heart complications exacerbated by drug use. The details of his declining health and lifestyle in the years leading up to his death also align with this conclusion, making the idea of a staged death unlikely. Logistical impossibility. The logistical challenges of faking the death of such a high-profile figure are immense. For Elvis to have successfully staged his death, it would have required the cooperation of numerous individuals, including family members, medical professionals, and law enforcement. An improbable scenario given the likelihood of leaks. Family and friends' grief. The reactions of Elvis's family and friends, who were visibly devastated by his death, suggest that they genuinely believed he had passed away. Their emotional responses and the ongoing impact of his death on those close to him are inconsistent with the notion that they were complicit in a hoax. Debunked sightings and misidentifications. Many of the alleged sightings of Elvis have been thoroughly debunked as cases of mistaken identity or wishful thinking. While some sightings have been compelling, none have provided concrete evidence that Elvis is still alive. Mythmaking and cultural impact. The idea that Elvis faked his death is part of a broader cultural phenomenon in which the deaths of beloved celebrities are surrounded by conspiracy theories. This reflects a reluctance to accept the loss of icons and a fascination with the possibility that they might still be alive, rather than evidence of an actual hoax. Elvis Presley, known as the King of Rock and Roll, passed away on August 16, 1977, at the age of 42. The official cause of death was a heart attack, with contributing factors including drug use and deteriorating health. However, from the moment news of his death broke, conspiracy theories have emerged, suggesting that Elvis faked his death to escape the pressures of fame, live a private life, or even due to threats from organized crime. Elvis's life was marked by intense public scrutiny, a grueling work schedule, and struggles with prescription drug abuse. In the years leading up to his death, friends and family reported that he was in poor health and displayed erratic behavior,